What is going on, everybody? I am Dope, your idiot leader, and this is Dope Comics on my YouTube channel. And today we're talking Shiver. Shiver suspense stories. Something, and we're going to talk some EC because it's on my mind. You know, I live and breathe comics. I lay in bed at night and I think about comics. I know it's weird, but comics is what I do. Last night EC was on my mind. I bought this. This is issue 1. Came out this month. Came out this week. I thought I'd get on here and talk about it a little bit. I wasn't going to buy it because Cruel Universe and Epitaph for Abyss have been such a disappointment for this year. It's been my biggest disappointment of the year. And yes, I have been hard on EC because I love EC. And if Oni Press is going to buy EC, they got to do it right because EC is... it's a big part of my comic book childhood. It's a big part. I remember growing up and loving the EC reprints from the 90s. I couldn't wait to finally have enough money to buy my own EC original book. They're the top echelon. They are the belle of the ball when it comes to pre-code horror. Nothing to me is better than EC. And, of course, Tales from the Crypt is the main title line. So when I heard EC was coming back, I was kind of bummed that they didn't get the Tales from the Crypt line. But I'm glad they didn't now because all the stuff they've been putting out is trash. And I'm not trying to be harsh. I've been harsh on them many times before. But I was so excited when I heard this was coming out. And this cover is absolutely fire. It's one of the greatest covers. It's the best cover of 2024. Love this cover. Big two dudes walking around with a chainsaw and an axe. We got people hiding under the bed. We see the house is on fire. The barn's on fire out there. These people are taking over the farm. It's so good. The big trade, the big, 1/3 of the paper is the trade. The title across there. It reminded me, I love everything about it. It reminds me of the ODC books. It is great quality paper. I was so excited for this, and I don't do it many times because I'm a reader. But I bought 2 copies of #1 because I loved it so much, and it sucked. It sucked real bad. I ain't gonna lie, it sucked bad. It was there's stories in here that's got to deal with politics and stuff that just. I escape comics. I escape the real world through comics. I try to get away from the real world. I don't need politics. I don't need all that crap in my comics. I want to escape. And that's why I read comics. And I did love EC enough to give them a second chance. And I bought issue 2 of Epitaph for Abyss. And that's probably farther than most people got. Most people probably bought 1 and dumped it. I mean, everybody I know bought 1 and dumped it. I hung around for 2 issues. Then Cruel Universe came out, and I gave it a shot. It's the sci-fi storyline, and it was not good. I bought 1 issue, and as far as I know, when I talk to people at the comic book shop, nobody's buying Cruel Universe. Cruel Universe is a dud. Nobody is buying it. Nobody is buying it. So I don't know how long Cruel Universe is going to last, but Shiver just came out, and it's got a fire cover on it. We got these kids. They see mom killing Santa Claus. You can see the knife up here. She's covered in blood. They're watching through the stairs banner. The kids are like, what the fuck, Beautiful cover, beautiful choice of colors. Love everything about the cover. And people are saying, Dope, why do you keep burning yourself? Why do you keep burning yourself? Well, I love EC. And I thought, hey, I bought 1 of Epitaph. I bought Cruel Universe #1. Why not buy #1 of Shiver and give it a shot? And it was really better. This has been the best one of the 3. From a marketing standpoint, I don't know why they would come out with Shiver because everything in this book could be an Epitaph for Abyss. It's the same exact shit. Why have 2 horror titles when you can't do Epitaph for Abyss, which is your main title, worth a fuck. This has got Jason Aaron in it, so they've got good writers. They've got big-time writers. The art is a lot better than in this book than it has been. I ain't saying they watch my channel, because I know they don't. But I've been bitching about the artwork and the interiors, and it looks like they're doing something about it. I'm glad to see they're getting a hint from somebody. You see this beautiful cover? You see these big monsters? You see these people under the bed? Now let me show you what the real story to that looks like. I mean, look how it don't look nothing like the cover. It's just awful. Really, really awful. Awful artwork. And they've improved in this. This thing here has, all the way through it, it's really good artwork. Big splash page. I mean, you can see the artwork. I have no problem with the artwork in this book. It has multiple stories in it. There's about 6 stories in here. One's written by Jason Aaron. It's got some brutal stuff in here. The artwork's no problem in this book. I think they're improving on their artwork. 6 stories in here. One thing I do have a problem with, usually at the very beginning or the very end, you get beautiful artwork. And this, look how beautiful this is. Why can't this guy do all the interior artwork? You know, Image does that kind of stuff. I know you don't have a lot of money and you're starting out, but at least get better artists. But it really makes the rest of the artwork look bad when you see an artwork like this in the very back of your book. And this is just one page. All of them do it for one page. I don't know who this artist is. It does the one page at the beginning or at the end. But why can't we have that artwork all the way through the book? Which I know it's probably not feasible for you guys like it is Image. Image has more money. Image does a lot of stuff. But something else. I said multiple videos ago that I noticed in Shiver that I really like in this book is they started putting one old classic EC story in the back. So here is a Vault of Horror story in the back of this book. And it's a classic, just a reprint of the original. So I'm glad people like me and Gary, if you're watching, I know Gary loves to read the old EC books. They're in the back of these Shiver books. I don't know if they started doing that in the Epitaph for Abyss and Cruel Universe, but I know they're doing it now in Shiver. So that's a good thing about, in the very back of this book, you can get a reprint of a classic tale, which I love. This book was mainly, you know, Christmas theme. It is December. Every story in it was fine except for Ghost Machine. Ghost Machine is not even a horror story. Nobody dies. It's nothing. It's just basically a guy inventing a time machine. And why is it in here? I don't know. Because he goes back and meets himself, and it's like Back to the Future, and it does not even have an ending. He just meets himself. So I don't know why that's even in here. It's probably in here just to take up room. But for the most part, this was not a bad book. I will be picking up issue 2 of Shiver. Let's hope it continues. But from a business point, like I said, why have this out when all these stories could have been an Epitaph? You don't have to have multiple titles underneath the EC line and cut yourself thin. Put out one good book. Put out Epitaph for Abyss and make it a good book. You know, take what good stories you have in Epitaph. Take what good stories you have in Shiver. Combine them and make good quality. You know, quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying? People are not going to buy this crap. And another thing about it, this thing was like $8. Yeah, you're getting 6, 7 stories. You're getting an old reprint in here. You're getting high quality paper. You're getting everything. You're getting Jason Aaron stories. So, I mean, I will buy another one, but $8 is not for everybody. It's thick. So I left it beside my bed, and I just read a few stories every night before I went to bed. And I don't know if it's a good thing, but it did make me sleepy. So anyway, this Shiver, so far the first issue, I'm going to give it a good CGC Blue label. I'm going to give it a 6.0. It's not bad. That's the best that Oni Press has done yet with the EC title. So if you are just getting into the game or you want a good EC Comics reprint, they're in the back. Give them a shot. I mean, the worst, you get a lot of reading material and you get a classic EC story in the back for $8. So Shiver, suspense stories, my favorite. I'm going to keep on buying it. At least one more issue. I made it 2 issues for Epitaph. Let's see how far I can make it with Shiver. But anyway, we're not going to do, hey, we're under 11 minutes. Read your comics. We got a new line. We're going to say keep it weird because here lately, the channel's growing. The lines are getting better. And the new line is, hey, until the next time, keep it weird.